Hello my dear smart students, welcome back to another session. So here this is Prashanti ma'am. Please do subscribe the channel Smart Ed Bio by Prashanti ma'am. So now we are going to see another system in the structural organization of the frog. So in the frog systems, so recently we completed the digestive system and morphology. So today we are going to see the respiratory system. So respiratory system, here very unique respiratory system. Normally when during the metamorphosis stage, metamorphosis means so in the tadpole stage, so when the tadpole is converting into adult stage, tadpole is going to show the gill respiration. Okay, so tadpole is showing the gill respiration. Why? Because it contains the gills and lungs did not develop. Okay, so that respiration is during the developmental stages only. But when we comes to the adult frog, okay, when we comes to the adult frog, so this frog is going to undergo three ways of respiration. So what are the three ways? One by one we are going to see. So don't skip the video, please do watch the video from the beginning to the ending. So here, and if anyone did not subscribe, please do subscribe the channel and click the bell icon to get more notifications from my channel. Okay, so here what are the three types of respiration? Cutaneous respiration, buccopharyngeal respiration and pulmonary respiration. Okay, so three. One is cutaneous, buccopharyngeal, another one is the pulmonary respiration. So cutaneous itself, cutaneous means through skin. So when the frog undergoes into the hibernation and estivation time, so hibernation means winter sleep. During the winter it is going to sleep, means to avoid the dehydration of the water. So and because of the very cool temperature, even in the summer sleep like estivation, సో సమ్మర్లో నిద్రపోతుంది, వింటర్లో కూడా నిద్రపోతుంది. బట్ కానీ ఇట్లా ఈ టైంలో ఎనర్జీ ఎక్కడి నుంచి వస్తుంది బాడీకి? సో ఇట్ ఈస్ గోయింగ్ టు స్టోర్ ద ఎనర్జీ ఇన్ ద ఫార్మ్ ఆఫ్ గ్లైకోజన్ అండ్ ఫ్యాట్ బాడీస్. సో ఫ్రమ్ ది గ్లైకోజన్ అండ్ ఫ్యాట్ బాడీస్, సో ఇట్ ఈస్ గోయింగ్ టు take the energy, so that in and also it is going to expand that energy in the very minute levels, so that it can able to survive during that period. Okay, so in that period the cutaneous respiration is going to take place. Cutaneous respiration, very important question. So during when the cutaneous respiration is going to take place? During the hibernation and estivation. So hibernation winter sleep, estivation summer sleep. So okay, so in the cutaneous respiration, so mainly skin plays very important role. So skin plays very important role. Already in the morphology of frog, మీరు ఆ వీడియో చూడకపోతే డెఫినెట్గా ఒకసారి మార్ఫాలజీ ఆఫ్ ఫ్రాగ్ చూసారంటే మీకు డీటెయిల్డ్ స్టడీ ఉంటుంది అబౌట్ ద స్కిన్ అండ్ ద రిమైనింగ్ స్ట్రక్చర్స్. సో స్కిన్ ఎందుకంటే, సో స్కిన్ కంటైన్స్ ద మ్యూకస్ గ్లాండ్. స్కిన్ ఈజ్ very moist, always it is wet and slimy. Okay, so skin contains the mucus. Okay, skin contains the mucus glands, mucus, and also with richly supplied blood vessels. సో దాని కింద ఎప్పుడు చాలా బ్లడ్ వెసల్స్ ఉంటాయి. ఆ బ్లడ్ వెసల్స్ ఉంటేనే కదా అది అబ్జర్వ్ చేసే ఆక్సిజన్ని బ్లడ్లోకి ఎంటర్ అవుతుంది. సో అవునా, సో హియర్ ద మ్యూకస్ అండ్ ఇట్ ఈస్ ఆల్సో రిచ్లీ సప్లైడ్ విత్ ద blood vessels. Okay, blood vessels, so that with the help of this very soft and slimy skin and also with the help of the small pores, the oxygen is going to enters and also finally it is going to be enters into the blood vessels. Gaseous takes place through simple diffusion process. Okay, simple diffusion process the respiration takes place. That is about cutaneous respiration. Cutaneous through skin during the estivation and hibernation, and afterwards next respiration is buccopharyngeal respiration. Aerial means when it is on the land it is going to respire through with the help of the buccopharyngeal cavity. So in the buccopharyngeal cavity also plays very important role during the respiration process. So this is the buccopharyngeal floor. Okay, this based on the రైజింగ్ లెవెల్ ఆఫ్ బకోఫారింజియల్ క్యావిటీ అండ్ లోయరింగ్ ద బకోఫారింజియల్ క్యావిటీ. అంటే బకోఫారింజియల్ క్యావిటీ పైకి వచ్చినప్పుడు కిందికి వచ్చినప్పుడు ఇన్స్పిరేషన్ ఎక్స్ప్రెషన్ జరుగుతుంది. సో ద ఇన్స్పిరేషన్ అండ్ ఎక్స్ప్రెషన్, హౌ ద ఎక్స్ప్రెషన్ అండ్ ఇన్స్పిరేషన్ టేక్స్ ప్లేస్ ఇన్ ద bacopharyngeal cavity. We'll see the diagram carefully. In one diagram only I am going to explain in inhalation and exhalation both processes. So let's see here. So from the nostrils the air is going to be entered inside the bacopharyngeal cavity. So in the inspiration process, first condition I am explaining about the inspiration. During the inspiration process, air is going to be enters into the bacopharyngeal cavity. At that time buccal floor, this is the buccal floor, is going to be lowered. So it is going to be lowered. Okay, the buccal floor is going to be lowered during the inspiration. After that, from the bacopharyngeal cavity, the air is going to be enters into the lungs. Okay, the glottis part, this is the glottis is going to be open before the lungs are empty. That's why see the lungs are narrow in shape. Okay, so before the inspiration the lungs are empty. When the air is going to be enter, automatically what happens, the lung space is going to be enlarged. The lung space is going to be enlarged after receiving the air. అంతే కదా, బెలూన్లో ఎయిర్ లేకపోతే ఫ్లాట్గా ఉంటుంది, ఏముండదు. సో అదే ఎయిర్ ఫిల్ చేసిన తర్వాత ఆటోమేటిక్గా బల్జ్ అవుతుంది. సో ఇక్కడ కూడా ఏమవుతుందంటే enlargement of the lungs takes place. enlargement of the lungs. సో ఎప్పుడైతే ఈ లంగ్స్లోకి ఎయిర్ వెళ్ళిపోయిందో, దెన్ ద buccal cavity floor is going to be flattened. It is going to be raised. So the bacopharyngeal cavity is going to be raised after the inspiration. Okay, after the inspiration. So that is the inspiration step. Very simple. Through nostril air is going to be enter. By that time bacopharyngeal cavity is going to be lowered. Then the air is going to be passed through the glottis. So the from the glottis it enters into the lungs. So the lungs are going to be filled with the air. Now the glottis is going to be closed and then the buccal cavity is going to be raised. Okay, the buccal cavity is going to be raised. Very simple. After that expiration process, during the expiration what happens, the lungs contraction takes place. So here first one, lungs are going to be filled. So lungs are going to be filled in the inspiration process. Lungs are going to be filled. After that the lungs contraction takes place. So after the contraction, so the buccal cavity is going to be raised up and the air is going to be fall air. So fall air means carbon dioxide containing air is going to be released out of the through nostrils, release out of the body through nostrils. That is the inspiration and expiration process. During the inspiration the buccal cavity is going to be lowered till the lungs are going to be filled with the air. Then the buccal cavity is going to be raised so that the expiration process takes place because of the contractions of the lungs. Then pulmonary respiration. So this is all about bacopharyngeal cavity. I hope you all are clear. Next we will see the pulmonary respiration. Pulmonary respiration means through lungs. Okay, so through lungs. So lungs itself, it contains a respiratory passage. So we will see the respiratory passage now. So if you want to take the screenshot, take the screenshot. So here the respiratory passage, respiratory tract is going to start with the external nostrils. From external nostrils, nasal chambers to internal nostrils. Okay, then bacopharyngeal cavity, from the bacopharyngeal cavity, glottis. So glottis 2. Okay. Trachea is divided into branches, bronchi. So bronchi is going to open into the alveolar sacs in the lungs. Okay, alveolar sacs in the lungs. So this is the respiratory passage. So through external nostrils, air enters into the nasal chambers to internal nostrils. Through internal nostrils, it opens into the buccal pharyngeal cavity, and from the buccal pharyngeal cavity, it opens into the glottis. From glottis to trachea is going to be opens into the lungs part. So in the tracheal part, there is a bone like structure is known as hyoid bone. Okay, hyoid bone is present, and in the alveolar sacs, see, the lungs are very light in weight, and also they are very pale in color, so pinkish in color. So they are very delicate structures. So and the diffusion of the gases takes place in the lungs. So here that is all about the respiration, cutaneous and buccopharyngeal, and also pulmonary respiration. Okay. So if you have any queries, please do comment in the comment section, and if you really understand, if you like my teaching, so please do like and share and comment. So please do subscribe the channel. Thanks for watching. Keep watching. So I will see you soon, right?